of course, Alaba Zuena nga Abuja Kasa Pichija Munene. Very cool for you right there. Sajamsi remains my name. It's the TBT Thursday where we always make sure that we remind you about those other songs. Of course, I really do apologize for that small technical issue that took us off for that very small part. Little minute we were just trying to rectify how things should be done right here in the studio. But of course, finally, of all the producers, I believe so, and of course, in the whole of Uganda. But now, a lot is happening. The new audio of Diamond Platinum doing it with the legendary Diamond. We are talking about Diamond Platinum and of course Dr. Jose Chameleon and Eddie Kenzo. But of course I expected a Biebe Cool to also feature in that, but I don't really know what is happening. But it's never too late because they have not yet sworn in. It's never too late. Maybe Biebe Cool is also cooking up something apart from that. That is Biebe Cool for you right there. But he has been so quiet ever since he released the other, his list that he always gives. Apart from that collaboration that they did with, they call it the title celebration. Apart from that, is Diamond Black featuring Dr. Jose Chameleon and Eddie Kenzo. Eddie Kenzo also has another song with the Diamond Platinum, also praising Uganda and Tanzania. We all know that Diamond Platinum is an artist that comes from Tanzania, one of the giant guy in East Africa and Africa at large. When you talk about African music, definitely you won't miss the name of Diamond Platinum in the pledge, yeah? You will not miss that. So when you miss that, we're talking about Diamond Platinum, Dr. Jose Chameleon, but of course all these are the award winner, that is Eddie Kenzo for you there. These are all the representative of East Africa when it comes to music. We have seen so many in DR Congo, but of course at DR Congo we are also one. We're talking about South Sudan. DR Congo we have guys like Fouali, the Kofi Olomide, the Werason, and of course and many more. All these artists within East Africa. But when you come to Kenya we have so many guys. We have the likes of Ali Kiba, very many of them. Yeah, they are all that side, also representing the light, representing that is East Africa to Africa as to what. Of course, Asad MC remains my name. A lot is happening, but of course, musically in Kampala, in Kampala, the only thing that we have right now that people are talking about is Joe Go Steady concert that he will be having a show that is on Valentine's Day. But for the rest of the artists, they are quiet. I don't know why, but of course, Alliance Skins did say something about the current music, and he did talk a lot about that. But of course, Asad MC, as usual, remains my name. I will be giving you that into details. And I've seen so many videos dropping, though it's a TBT, but of course, I will take it as a mandate to give you the update of what is trending in the music world. We have, that is Belumwarombu, Belumwaru at the top. That is Deno and Deno X Slim Diva. It's one of the biggest banger right now, disturbing the Luru land. Deno Slim Diva, we all know Slim Diva. When it comes to vocal, she's one of the baddest. And then the other side of Gulu, Best Girl and Kasindi Puma with Ruodepe, meaning that when you see a woman in the club, without a beer in front, maybe without a beer on the table, that's how the song says. When you get a woman in the club and she has no bottle on her table, that means Ruodepe. She doesn't have any honor. She's, let me say, Ruodepe. And when you see a man also drinking alone on the table, maybe when you see a man seated alone, that means also Ruodepe. Ruodepe means single, that is in short. So, Best Girl and Kasindi Puma, they also gave us another banger. When you talk about banger, of late, I love the fact that they have shortened the music itself. Guys have shortened the music, not like those days where we used to have a lot of music. You know, the Lingala guys, the Lingala guys, actually the guys who speaks Lingala, they used to sing for 8, 10, 14 minutes, even up to 18. But I've not come across about a song that takes that lasts for 20 minutes. I've not come across that. But of course, from that minutes, they have at least adjust it. You know, you find somebody only singing for 2.5 minutes. That is a 2 and 30 seconds, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We have even seen a song that only that has been sung only for 2 minutes. And you know, I don't know whether it has made the work so easy. I believe that the reason as why, that is according to me, the reason as why most of the guys are singing short songs, it's because when you go to the clubs, you see DJ, when the DJ is mixing, the person will be there busy mixing, and of course, before you know it, the person changes to another song. But I believe that is the main reason. Maybe, I didn't say. Maybe that is the reason as why guys are now doing music of 3 minutes, because when you go to club, they only play music maybe for 50 seconds. You know, maybe for 1 minute, maybe for 1 minute and 30 seconds. You know, those are the types, these are the things that DJs are now doing. But is it really proper? Because before the music starts playing, before you, when you start enjoying the music, that's when the DJ changes. You know, they call it mixing and pumping the bass line. I hear the pitch says that. The DJ so and so, maybe DJ Black, we're talking about DJ, this is DJ Fali mixing and pumping the bass line. From nowhere, you find D1 Cabana's song. When you're already now in the mood of starting to enjoy the music, you find the music gets to another level. And then meaning that they mix it and takes it to another song. So maybe that could be the reason. But of course, all in all, before that, Akase Pichi and of course my producer did play some, you know, some hip hop, you know, some rap music for these Americans, the black Americans, the rap music. But I've seen so many of these black Americans, yeah. So many of these black Americans, they have ventured into movies now, acting movies. Because when you look at the rap music itself, rap music that we used to enjoy those days, it's no longer enjoyable. When you play, you know, when you play hip hop in the club, unless if it's a hip hop night, but I've not seen any hip hop night here. But of course, in the whole of the clubs in the country, I have not come across the hip hop night. But I love the fact that the hip hop music opened our eyes. You know, some of the guys who are doing rap music, the Rights of Monopoly, the Bad Character. We have, that is Prince himself, Asurifa. We have guys like, you know, guys like Small Rapper. These are all guys who are doing rap, you know, small, that is, this is my brother here, Rolling Snakes. These are all guys, Rolling Snake, these are all guys who are doing rap. Then Black Mamba is kind of doing rap music, but of course, his type of rap is the other direction now. We have Judah, the rap knowledge. These are the guys who are still in the rap music. But of course, they have changed the version. The version of rap music itself, it has changed to another level. Because when you hear them sing, you'll have that different vibe. But talking about that, the UK, the Americans rapper who have ventured into acting movies, I've seen Rihanna. Rihanna is also, she's also into acting movies. I've seen, you know, that is 50 Cent. I've seen videos of Snoop Dogg. So many of them have ventured into acting. Why? It's because of creativity. You see, each and every single thing has its own time. I always tell people that whenever you're on peak, don't think that you will forever remain there, because other people are coming. Just like Central, I've slightly forgotten about the name of the new artist that they have just, meaning that this year in Central, we're going to be having another new artist who has just joined. So all the details I will be giving you in the second hour of the show. But for now, you as an artist, be a creative person. Apart from singing, there are so many arts, yeah? You can do acting and start it now. You need to start it now so that by the time you get at your evening hour, like Ebebeku did say something that, you know, he's in evening hour of music. The lights of Bebeku, Dr. Jose Chameleon, seeing J.M. Kennedy and the rest of the guys to do with Bushy the King. They are already in their evening hours of music. So it's high time that the young boys who are accelerating right now, they should really step with, with the full force, so that they can be able to represent us in the year to come, in some years to come, as we also nurture others to come and overtake that. Sarge MC remains my name, the only guy that speaks in capital letter. It's a TBT, it's a Thursday, Throwback Thursday, where we get to remind you about all those songs, the songs that we used to enjoy those days. This is the time we really get to, to remind you, to refresh your mind, take you back in style. Sarge MC, you're watching West Night Television on Star Times, the channel 477. Watching West Night Television on Star Times, channel 477. But of course, as CHUKU Satellite, we're on channel 0073. Azam TV, you can as well catch up with us on channel 369 as we wind up with it. But of course, a lot will be coming your way. But for now, like I did tell you earlier on, a lot. Even here in Arua City, we still have, we are still murmuring with the music. But of course, let's go for the music break. When we bounce back, I will be giving you at least some slides in how the music is doing right now in both Central and here in Northern Uganda. Keep it on West Night Television.
Damn, all these beautiful girls, they only wanna do you dirt. They'll have you so.
Everybody watching what I do. Come walk in my shoes and see the way I'm living if you really want to. Got my mind on my money and I'm not going away. So keep.
Yes, right. And of course, Rihanna for you right there. One of the most beautiful one of the most beautiful lady around when it comes to music. We're talking about the beauty in music. You see, there's one fact that I've now learned to believe that, you see, when you're doing music and your physical face value is also valued, the music itself moves in a very rapid way. But of course, if you're also doing music when your face is just somehow there, at least, being a mechanic, you also look at yourself, yeah? Do I fit to be a mechanic? You go there as players. We have seen so many slave queens, who are driving, and because why they are driving is because the type of their slaying differs, and you find out that some of these hours that we have here, they are just amicably there. I don't know whether it's because in West Nile, when it comes to that, there's a lot of question marks in it. You find a question mark, go question mark, but did marom ko ot ma inibedi na epode take a posing level me take a young level me utienya nedi. The matter Rihanna, one of the actress now. She is an actress, and I've seen the guy she did collaborate at IT. But of course, he's also I've seen also a movie that he also took part in that. So basically, most of these American singers, they have ventured into movies, acting. Some of them are the movie directors, some of them are writers. Some of them are doing a lot of arts. People think that maybe after music they just went and relaxed. No, because they need to keep their brand somewhere there. Though most of us, we don't know about that. But anyway, that's all about that. The legendary Alliance King of only 5 years that is making in the music industry. He calls himself Legend. That is Alliance King for you. But does he really deserve that name, Legendary? For me, I don't think Alliance King is a legendary artist. Though he's that old, but he's not legendary. He calls himself Legendary. But for me, no. Because he's only 4 years in the music industry, he's making 5 years. Does that make you a legendary artist? No. We have seen so many artists who have been for 20 years, the likes of James Kennedy, the likes of Rasta Longa, they have been for over 30 years now in the music industry. Those are the guys that we call them legends. We're talking about the Marioma Boys, the likes of also slightly The black money, we can as well put them there. Bushy the King, seriously? Yeah, Biebe Cool, and of course, Dr. Jose Chameleon. These are the people that we can call them legendary. The Raggadis, the Emperor Orlandos, Sweet Kids. These are the legendary artists. I also involve this guy, DJ Michael. Yeah, slightly the likes of Omlangira Suna and the rest of the guys. These are the legendary, but not really, not Alien Skin. Alien Skin, Commander Mdogo is still behind bars, and of course, Commander Mdogo, we all know Commander Mdogo back then, last year when that saga came in. So he's still behind bars, and I believe that the lawyers of Fangone Forest, they are still there, trying to move, over the case, trying to see way of how to bring Commander Mdogo out. And as it stands right now, but of course, as it stands right now, Commander Mdogo, Alien Skin, and the guys themselves, Commander Mdogo, Alien may be so suspicious of himself, he might be also taken back again. That is that is just a joke, just joking. But yeah, he is entitled to his opinion, because you cannot force somebody to go and do. Though in the incident, he was, the forefront of whatever happened. That is the Alien Skin for you. And as it stands right now, me, I don't. Yeah, because I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't really consider or call Alien Skin to be one of the legendary artists that we have in Uganda. No, that is according to me, Saj. But as it stands right now, and of course, Alien Skin's group of Fangone, the numbers are reduced. The number of Fangone Forest guys has reduced. But of course, according to him himself, I believe that maybe he's saying that because guys are committed, they already have jobs to do, and Fangone is a university of understanding. That is according to the boss, Alien Skin. He's saying Fangone is a university of understanding. So once you come and got lectured, you can as well go out there in search of a job. Then you get yourself, you can secure for yourself a job out there. That is after, you have gotten some knowledge in Fangone. We all know the Fangone Forest guys of the Reckless News. I don't know whether that is the University of Understanding of doing that kind of ruckus job that they always do, but not all of them. We have seen Fangone Forest guys, some of the guys who are well educated, but because of lack of job back then, people always venture into such. We have seen so many guys who are having Chigali, the likes of Fik Famega, the Fik Gaza. These are the guys who have a lot of chains of guys that they move with. But of course, when you're in a chain of those guys, it only depends on how you want your life to be. That's when you determine what exactly and who you want to be in that. As said by the boss himself, that Fangone Forest is a university of understanding college. But as it stands, the number has reduced. Yes, the number has reduced. As said, that is the truth. We believe that maybe this year things will work out. And Alien Skin is also telling us that this year is also going to have something big that in terms of entertainment. So it's going to be having one of the biggest concerts. Every time people talk about big. And he did say something that he's going to sell his ticket before even announcing the date. He's going to be selling his tickets before announcing the date of, the date of the very, 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 very concert. He will start by selling the tickets. But now you ask yourself, you're selling just like a story of a friend from Central who sold a picture of goats, of cattle. A group of cattle. He sold a picture to one brother Sudanese. He sold just a picture. He took a video of some cattle when he was moving in between the cattle and the goats, the sheep. So he took a video of him in in the grazing camp where the cattle are kept. So he decided to sell that to one Sudanese guy. So it was really a record. It was a record by then. So I believe that this is the same thing that happened last time when Fally Ipupa was announced. When Fally Ipupa was announced that Fally Ipupa would be coming to Uganda, and of course the posters, we didn't see the drop, but we just saw something that says Fally Ipupa was supposed to come to Uganda, and most especially in Arua, because people were really yearning to wait for Fally Ipupa, so they had to sell the tickets. People bought tickets, people bought t-shirts, and up to now, that very particular t-shirts are the t-shirts that the people are putting on. So the first lots of the t-shirt when Fally Ipupa was announced that he was coming to Uganda here in Arua, that t-shirt was, the person who made the t-shirt really made abnormal money. He made a lot of money, unrefundable money, because you bought already clothes. The clothes, people were buying t-shirts, and yet when you go to boutique, you ask the price of a t-shirt, when the boutique attendant tells you that this is a elfu kalina t-shirt, meaning elfu kalina, your t-shirt made you lots of pay. But when that guy made that t-shirt of Fally Ipupa, kubangati, everyone wanted at least to have that view, a picture of Fally Ipupa on his or her chest. So people bought t-shirts, people bought tickets, only to announce that the show has been cancelled. There was no way you could return your tickets. You already have a t-shirt, but would you even go ahead and return the t-shirt that you already put on? Because you were already in the vibe of hosting Fally Ipupa. He didn't turn up. But when the real announcement was made that Fally Ipupa is coming to Uganda, trust me, no, people did not buy that t-shirt much. People didn't. Because people were, suspecting it could be the same thing that happened last time. Even ticket itself, buying tickets was very hard. People only came and got interested into buying the ticket. In our language, they say, idokoter. Idokoter. When kamanao dong sama na yung ginyang dong anda pinje dong check anda nenjal Fally Ipupa dong echope binanda. That was exactly the time that people bought the ticket. People started buying tickets, but though it was very expensive for some other people, people started buying table. When it was almost closing to a week, tables were really rapidly being bought. Then we'll buy ticket. So I believe that this is the same thing that maybe because Alliance Skin, Uganda, even if Katoi Mafadakuzi, Tengapodi announcing a date, people will still buy because they know, people of Central, they know where Alliance Skin's home is. They know where Fangon is. They know where Alliance Skin sleeps. So you can still sell the tickets. Yeah, you can still sell the tickets as he waits to announce the date of the concert. That is for Fangon and Alliance Skin for you right there. But of course, Lil Pajo at the same time. Lil Pajo, in one of the interviews, Lil Pajo was asked about the relationship of how Biebe Cool and Eddie Kenzo clashed over. He did say that it's always money. You see, money is the root cause of every single evil. Money is the root cause of every single fight. Money is the root cause of every single thing that we watch around. So, Eddie Kenzo is a very tricky person. He's a very tricky gentleman, and I don't know where he learned it from. You may think he has a problem with somebody, but trust me, he is one kind of a person who does not show his anger. That is Eddie Kenzo for you. Eddie Kenzo is one guy who doesn't show people out there whether he's angry or not. So Eddie Kenzo is a very tricky person. And when you're trying to tackle on Eddie Kenzo, I think Eddie Kenzo himself, when it comes to entertainment bit of it, he need a kind of tactical tacking. Because when you go anyhow to Eddie Kenzo, he will keep quiet and look at you, and you find yourself getting lost. So that is Eddie Kenzo for you. Yeah, Eddie Kenzo clashing with Bebe Cool. Maybe it could be because of money or because of power. That's what I don't really think so. Because this is a person. These are persons who talk. These are persons who always share idea among themselves. Maybe it happened or not. But Eddie Kenzo is one tricky guy that it's very tricky. It's very hard to handle. When you're getting into Eddie Kenzo's tips, you really need to get yourself first cool and get some advisors to advise you. They should give you the talking points. Otherwise, you will meet it on your way as you're moving towards that. Away from that, Arua City, Valentine is coming, but I'm not seeing the vibe in the city. Valentine, it's coming, but I'm not seeing the vibe in the city. I don't know what the city is planning for us here, the entertainers. Because the only thing that I've seen in the whole of the Arua City, I've only seen Bill Mall with something to do with a Valentine celebration kind of something. Only at Bill Mall. But how about the entire city? Because when you look at that time, when you look at the population in the city, we have a lot of population in the city whereby only one place cannot be enough, to gather the whole crowd in the city. So I expect some other things to also come, somebody at least should come up with something. But I've seen the other side of that is Angal. That is one of my, I call him a grandfather. That is Blackstone. He's also one of the artists within in a little land here in Uganda, northern Uganda. He's also one of the artists. But of course, they'll be talking about Fig Maker. Fig Maker, that is come back to school, wanting Fig Maker because we are now left with the 10 days, yeah? Yeah, 10 days. And 14th, we have 2 weeks to Valentine. But I think it's still a couple of days where somebody can come up with an idea and market it as fast, can bring up something and market it. Because 2 weeks, it's enough for a vivid kind of adverts. So, Arua City, don't sleep. I don't know what is happening in Nebi, Paida, Gulu City, but of course tomorrow I will be coming up with, I will be telling you how Valentine is being cooked in Gulu as Best Girl and Kamuzu Puma and Kasim Puma giving us a lot of headache there with the Rotepe. That music, the jam is really trending so much. And then also here in Arua, a new release video, we are talking about Baka Voti Bebo, that is Andona 256. And then I believe that D1 Cabana is going to drop us something. A video of maybe Chocolate Le Mialuza early this year, or else he's going to give us something good. Apart from that, meanwhile, Andona 256 has come up the song that I did tell you about, that is a Chobo. That he featured Lindsay, but of course, as we speak right now, Lindsay, I don't know what has happened, but I'm also hearing some rumors that Lindsay's voice was removed and it's now Tino Belize that has taken over. And according to the people who have listened to that song, the demo, and who have listened to the other version of Tino Belize and Lindsay, they are saying there's a quite big difference in between that. So you never know what will come out of that. Saj MC, you are watching West Night Television. Music this time around, I believe that this year it's going to be a real stiff competition. Because all guys' eyes are on our videos. Everybody wants to do video. Just like the song that Kasid Puma and Best Girl, they did the audio only 5 days. 5 days. The audio stayed on for 5 days. Then, as we speak right now, the video is already out and really hitting the peak. Much of all this will be coming to you tomorrow. That is when we shall be doing the weekly roundup. We were supposed to have the guy himself, Andy Joe, tomorrow. But because of some small challenges, so we would not have the guy. Maybe if all goes well next week, we're gonna be having that guy Andy Joe. But of course, from next week, Tuesday, we're going to be having, we're going to be resuming our program where we host the young upcoming guys. Then Thursdays, we shall be having the gospel artists and the socialites coming back on board again as usual. Then Fridays, we shall be having our big artists. Maybe we have 1 or 2, 3 things for them, 2 questions, so that they can tell us how the year has begun and how it will be, so that we can be having a judging point towards the end of the year, that you did say this earlier this week. What happened? You told us this. Why did it happen this way? Saj MC, the boy, the baddest producers. The next on your screen, it will be the Nile Cast, and one of the beautiful lady here in East Africa, and of course the lady herself, Fiona. She will be giving you the details in the all remote areas within northern Uganda at large. That is when doing the Nile Cast. Stay tuned. Don't touch your remote.